Talks. I'm Isabella, and today we have a special guest here. Could you please introduce yourself?
Yes, my name is Justin Bunn, and I'm the chief instructor at Vitality Martial Arts.
Um, could you tell us your Korean title?
My Korean title is Kwanjangnim, or in full, it's Gumgang Kwanjangnim.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
gonna start with some questions. What martial arts style do you practice, and what is your rank?
We practice and teach Kuk Sul, and my rank is sixth Dan master.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing martial arts for?
About 43 years I've been
Oh,
practicing martial arts.
why did you choose martial arts?
Um, it always spoke to me. So, of course, I saw a lot of karate movies, kung fu movies back then, and Bruce Lee was the one who was on the TV. But I also have a family of masters, and so I have uncles and cousins. They all trained in martial arts, and so I kind of just followed that path. And then once I started, I just could not stop because of the way that martial arts made me feel. So it always made me feel good. I felt like I could achieve small goals, which led to bigger goals, and it just led me on a path of confidence, and so just the way it made me feel.
What is your favorite kick and form, and why?
Probably the spin kick. The spin kick is probably my favorite. It's not too fancy, but it's fancy. But it also, um, it allows me to practice my balance, as I age because it's not too basic either. And so that's my favorite. And did you ask what's my favorite form?
Yeah.
That's a tough one. There's a lot of good ones and there's a lot of new ones now. So can I tell you my top three?
Yeah.
Okay. So when I first became a third degree black belt, Sambang Choi Hyung was my favorite form. And then I don't think I had one. Well, maybe some sword forms before that, but Sambang Choi Hyung was definitely my favorite. And then Una Kyung, when I became a master, became my favorite. And now there's a form I'm learning now that is definitely my favorite. So it's become my favorite. But it has some challenges, but they're not too hard for my age, if that makes sense.
What do you love about martial arts?
Um, Everything that it teaches, not just what we teach our students, but also what it teaches me, you know. Um, in the beginning, it taught me, what I could do, what I was capable of, taught me to be confident. The relationships that I have, and that I've developed over the years, over the last 40 years, I've developed friendships that are priceless. And then as I'm aging, martial arts is teaching me to be humble and teaching me my limits, you know, um, because a lot of times martial arts will teach you perseverance, how to push. And now as you get older, you have to learn how to, maybe hold back a little bit, so just knowing what your limits are so that you don't overdo it.
How has martial arts impacted your life?
Oh man, it's changed my life. But I don't know uh, if change is the right word. I think it's definitely taken me down this path. Probably since I was 8 to 10 years old, I've wanted to teach martial arts. And so I made that decision at a very young age. And I'm somebody who follows what I do. And so martial arts has led me on that path.
What advice would you give to someone aspiring to become a martial artist?
Um, well, I definitely would support them if they were inspiring to become a martial artist. I would definitely encourage that, and I never regretted a day in my life of becoming one. I'm a lifetime martial artist. I would try and set them up with a support system. So as they're going into a good program, I would try and introduce them to other people in the program and have them build rapport, and I would build rapport. If it was coming into my program, then I would build rapport as well, and just trying to create that support system, because as you're going into a martial art program, there's going to be some days that are physically going to be hard, sometimes even mentally hard. And and even for some emotionally too. So it just depends on the situation. But on some of those hard days or hard workouts, then you're going to need that support system. So if sometimes too, it's not just a hard workout. Sometimes there's days where sometimes the memorization of motions can be frustrating too. And so having a good support system um, would help with that. And parents, of course, and brothers, sisters, that support system obviously will count as well. So, um, but anytime you can also enroll into a martial art program with a buddy or somebody, a sibling or a friend or parents too, that always leads to success. Sometimes the parents will last longer than their kids because the kids go off to college, not because the kids quit or anything, but kids go off to college and the parents never quit because they're already done with that part. So yeah, that's what I would recommend.
That's all. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to come. And
Well,
it was really fascinating.
thank you. Well, thank you for inviting me and interviewing me. Thank you.